Welcome back. Now, we've all heard by now that yoga is a great way to keep you relaxed and healthy, but did you know this applies to all parts of your body, including the eyes?
Didn't know where you were going to go there for a
Neither did
second. So here to show us how to keep our eyeballs beautiful and our retinas right as rain is yoga instructor Lydia Sass. Good morning to you, Lydia.
Good morning.
Thank you for joining us. You came into us before to talk about yoga and then to talk about facial yoga.
Yeah.
And now we've moved on to eye yoga. Now, I know we're having a bit of fun about it, but actually this is a thing.
Oh yeah, it's a serious therapeutic tool that we would use with children with additional needs, developmental delays, as part of therapeutic yoga sessions. So it's something that we can do to help improve coordination, midline crossing, organisation of your body in space, and also organisation of tasks. So when we look at the eyes are really an extension of the brain. Obviously, we're looking at something, but we have to visually process that, and the centre that visually processes that is in the brain. It's called the corpus callosum. It's like the superhighway in the middle of the two sides of the brain. And as we do eye yoga exercises, it stimulates the corpus callosum to build new neural pathways. So if there's an area of lack there, if you might have dyslexia, if you might have coordination issues, or problem with your fine motor skills like writing, talking, making sounds properly with your tongue, then eye exercises can really help you.
Wow.
Really?
It's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, well, it absolutely is. Because I was saying to you before we come on that I suffer with very heavy eyelids. I have very hairy eyelids, and I'd love to get a bit of a glorious Bronson thing done. But you're saying that's not...
That's a facelift.
Yeah, that I know. But
I'm not sure Lydia can help with
but
that.
I thought when you said eye, I thought it was the general area. But it's the actual eyeball and the connection
And the
to the brain.
function of the brain.
It is,
Right.
and March is Brain Health Month, so that was really our
very
focus.
good.
But you can also, of course, improve eye function. So we can look at short-sightedness, far-sightedness.
Very good.
If you have one lazy eye that turns in, if you might have really bad dry eyes and you haven't got circulation to the eyes themselves, we can improve lubrication around there. But no, we're not really looking with eye yoga at
exterior.
But
actually
actually,
the
you were
muscles.
saying to Simon during the break that the facial yoga could actually work.
Which is what we
Facial
did the last
yoga.
time, all the stretches and that.
Yeah, so I can give you some exercises after.
Please, thank you.
You're going to get some homework now.
And some
back of that.
scaffolding.
Yeah.
Some
It'll be like this tomorrow morning.
Next week. Good morning.
So, Lydia, you're going to give us some exercises.
Yes,
first of
let's
all.
do it.
And the first one, the most basic thing in the world, something we do without even thinking all day long, blinking.
Right. So this blinking one is actually to do with improving the circulation to the eyes and the lubrication of the eyeballs. So obviously we blink all the time, and the function of blinking is to lubricate the eyeballs.
It's to clean the eye, is it?
Yeah, and
Lydia?
clean the eyes and prevent infection. But when we look at screens for a long period of time, or we might read late into the night, we kind of fall into this, what's called a myopic stare. So when we're staring at something, we just kind of let the eyes glaze, and we actually forget to blink. And that causes stress to the eyes. And the more we stress the eyes, stress is the opposite of lubrication in terms of the body. So the more stressed you are, the less you have lubrication in your mucous membranes and your digestive tract, all of those areas, and similarly also in the eyeballs. So if we blink in this way, we're increasing the pathways of lubrication, and we're bringing circulation to the area around the eye that feeds all that rich vascular area of the eyes, because it's heavily nerve-rich, the eyes, obviously. So what we're going to do with the blinking is that instead of just blinking like we normally would, what we're going to do is we're going to think about, for 20 seconds, blinking as fast as we can. But we want to do this without bringing stress to the rest of the face. So we're going to screw up the face and do it. We're going to stay really relaxed, and we're just simply going to blink
as fast as you
can for 20 seconds. And what you'll notice if you do this, looking at a mirror, if you have someone to film you,
doing it.
sometimes one eye won't be able to have the same coordination as the other. So it's really a useful thing to film yourself back and notice where your muscle function actually is, or where you might have an area of lack, and then you can help to build development there.
You start off blinking fast and then it slows down. Are you the same?
Yeah, and colours are changing. Oh dear.
You don't want to be doing it looking at a very bright light.
No. So looking at a camera with a light, and it's not.
And we should repeat that.
So you repeat that. In between each one, you always rest with your eyes closed, because it gets really tiring on the eyes.
Yeah, that I can do very easily.
So you rest with your eyes closed, and then you would repeat that exercise 2 more times.
Just having a snooze.
So 20 seconds at a time and then rest.
Yeah, always rest.
Okay.
And
Next.
repeat it 3 times. The second exercise is front and side viewing, Lydia.
Right. So this improves the amount of images that are coming through the retina, and it's forcing the corpus callosum to process those images really, really fast. And the more, it's like training anything, the more you make it process something very, very fast, the more you help to build those new neural pathways. So you actually through the theory of neuroplasticity, you're not just increasing the function of the brain, but you're actually increasing grey matter, so the tissue, the structure of the brain. You're building the brain.
Okay.
So what we're going to do with this one is we're going to sit with our thumbs down on our lap, so one on each thigh. You want to relax your shoulders down and sit up nice and tall. And then what you're going to do is you're going to start gazing straight ahead of you.
Yep.
And you're going to focus on something straight ahead, and then keeping your head completely still, you're just going to look down with your eyeball towards your right thumb tip. And then you're going to inhale and look straight back up ahead of you. And exhale, look down at the tip of your left thumb. And then inhale, look straight ahead of you. And you're going to repeat that about 5 times. We can just do 2 for today. Now you need to make sure that you keep the whole of the head still. Once you're moving the head, you're not actually training the eyeballs.
I think this is the longest I've sat still for about 10 years.
Definitely.
Isn't it?
I can confirm that. Well, certainly for the last 2.5 that I've been working with you. And what's that doing for us, Lydia?
So that's helping us to train. Obviously, we're looking ahead and then we're looking down. So we're getting our peripheral vision and then we're also getting vision ahead. So we're changing the focus of the eye. So we're helping matched focusing in the eye so that one eye doesn't overwork and the other eye underworks. So we're training that.
Wow, it's a huge area, isn't it?
It is.
Fascinating. Where can people get more information, Lydia?
So my social media is Yoga with Lydia.
Okay.
I have Instagram and Facebook, and I also have done a series of talks on this and podcasts.
Brilliant.
So I'll be putting them up on my YouTube channel
There
soon.
you go.
there's
The
your
details
Facebook
are on the
information as
screen.
well. Thank you, Lydia.
It's my pleasure.
Fascinating. Oh, look, she even gave us the namaste.
Namaste.